But I will not be spending time with the family this weekend because we have a full slate starting tonight with the Sixers hosting the Heat in Philly. Unlikely that Joel Embiid plays. We need to see more from James Harden, Jalen.
So this is the most drama, the most suspense going into the weekend. A Philadelphia team that has a likely MVP in Joel Embiid, who likely won't play in Game 3 after they dropped the first 2 games, acquired James Harden during the season to be that second guy on the marquee to hopefully bring Philadelphia a championship. Yet he's played 29 games with them and hasn't attempted 20 shots.
It's so wild.
Joel Embiid has gone to the podium and said, it is not my job to tell him how to play basketball. Maybe the coach should tell him to be more aggressive. Joel injures his thumb, goes into concussion protocol, and has an eye injury. James Harden comes out and takes 15 shots in the loss to Miami. So when you ask me going into this weekend, what am I looking for? Is James Harden still an all-star level player? I'm not mad at the playmaking. Of course, I love making players around you better. And when Mike D'Antoni gave him the basketball, that's what helped unlock his intellect, his court vision. But they need him to score the basketball.
Yes.
And that's the change I see. The percentages are down from 3. The attempts are down from the free throw line.
Eye test is down.
The field goal percentage in the paint is down. The ability to get to the rim and finish over traffic in and around defenses has been minimized.
Jalen, I know how to fix it.
How's that?
Shave the beard. He's got to shave the beard. He's had the beard for too long. It needs a dramatic change in approach. If he comes out in Game 3 with a freshly shaven face, I'm betting the Sixers real quick.
I got to tell you a secret because we've been doing this show 10 years. There was a period of time when I saw him struggle so mightily in the playoffs, when he was having like 13 turnovers, getting eliminated, taking 11 shots against the Spurs, the Lil B curse. I was saying the same thing.
Got to shave the beard.
He kept it. But you know what the Heat keep doing? Playing D, suffocating at that 3-point line.
They did it to Trae Young too. This is not unique to James Harden.
So here's something I want everybody to remember. When I say the not so lost art of the mid-range, that's why certain players like a Chris Paul or DeMar DeRozan be out here killing. Because they're not only playing at the 3 line and at the rim. That's how they're guarding James now. At the 3 line and at the rim. He ain't getting mid-range really and pulling up constantly. So I want to give the Heat a lot of credit for their physicality and their defensive prowess. This is an obvious must-win game for the Sixers.
And there's implications beyond just winning this game in this series. There's James Harden's contract. There's the duo, the 2 of them. There's Doc Rivers. There's a lot on the line for the Sixers beyond just winning a game in a playoffs.
Well, he's a champion, and he's one of the best coaches in the game. But you have to say Doc Rivers' name out loud because when you look on the sideline of the Miami Heat, all you see is player development, nurturing a roster, guys that develop from within. When I look at the Sixers roster, I love the leap that Maxius took, unfortunately for them, and I love what Thibault does defensively. But he's not much of an offensive weapon. Danny Green struggled in the previous game. They didn't do well in acquiring James Harden for Ben Simmons. I don't know how Ben Simmons even passed the physical if he needed back surgery a few weeks later.
And Maxi's the X factor. I was watching the game too, and I literally said, if the ball's not in Maxi's hands, they don't really have someone to get them a bucket. They really don't. If James Harden's playing the way he is, Maxi is so key to them. They're going to need him at home.
Absolutely. And again, like, the scrambling nature of the Miami Heat defense is making the Sixers uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like, you when I say only took 15 shots, that's a residue of their defense. And that's also him saying, I'll give up the ball, I'll get off the ball. I can't really get a shot off.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
They were doing this to Trae Young too. Like this defense is so sophisticated. They've got like a hybrid zone thing that they do sometimes to just kind of like pass people off. They're very, very, very good.
This is like they're zoning up in the hat. Like the UNLV running Rebels, rest in peace to Jerry Tarkanian, used to do a defense that swarm called the Amoeba D, where they switched everything and no matter what size. They're doing a zone version of that. When James Harden get to the right side of the hoop, you know he want to go dance. That's when you bring the guy and force him to give up the ball. So it's great, again, coaching. So that's why when you're talking about all of the things that are going to be in question if Philadelphia loses this way, that's why you had to say Doc Rivers' name.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.